Hello everyone, I am Vel. Please ignore my vampiric appearance for today. This week we are doing the review of Molten Metals by GlossGods, and it's a palette which is relatively basic in itself, so it has very nude, neutral colors. They are mostly neutral, except one really warm. And it has 5 metals to play with. If you are a fan of metallic eye shades, if you are a fan of, something like this, then this review is for you. If not, then skip it, don't watch. And we are starting right away. I am in a bit of a weird situation and in a rush as well. I need to combine some videos, but I'm also waiting for another palette to come because I released my Chamonix quite late and I also received it quite late. And because of that, the new palette is already coming my way. Yeah. And I decided to just have something in between, and today we are going with the nudes. The simple looks in the nude style. Maybe you will be interested in that, maybe not, but that's what I decided to do. I also had an option to do the green pop or color cosmetics, but I did not film either of them. I don't have a footage of the palette itself, and because of that I decided to just go with the one I currently have. And this is Molten Metals. So we're starting right away. I think it will be very simple makeup in general, and I'm going with the shade Satin and a small fluffy brush. I'm placing it into the inner corner and just kind of leaving it there. It will go slightly onto the lid, but not too much, and it will go under the brow. So that is an important point for me. And then I'm taking another brush and the shade Polished. It's more of a gray black something, and I'm gonna slightly tapping outline my outer V of the eye, the outer edge, and I'm just trying to blend it very nicely, very simply, because it has to be some makeup that is not crazy. As I said, I'm going by the nude direction here, or somewhat nude at least. And then we are going into our metals. Metals are very nice, and I hope to get at least 3 looks with them, or maybe more, I don't know, but that's what we are dealing with. I'm gonna take the shade Steel and I'm gonna apply it with a flat brush just practically all over the lid. It's a really nice, cool color metal, and I'm truly enjoying it. It's very soft and sets onto the lid also nicely, and I can definitely see a metallic shine that is present here. So Steel is the first one, and then with the Color Cosmetics K1 silicone brush I'm gonna try the shade Platinum. Much lighter, much simpler, and I'm setting it into the inner corner, dragging it into the Steel. So that's the idea, at least, and this is how I'm gonna approach the whole video, hopefully. So that's pretty much all I wanted to do. I think I will need just a liner here. Maybe something gray would be nice. And then I will come back with a finished face. This is the look I came up with, and I feel myself a bit like a cyberpunk Barbie, kind of, because of the contact lenses. They look as if they are highlighted from inside, which is quite a cyberpunk in my opinion, and I do enjoy how they look, even though it's somewhat uncomfortable or maybe a bit scary, but it's really cool. They're called Nebula Blue by TTDI. I'm currently filming a bit of a promo photos, something for it. I'm just telling you what it is. So I'm loving the silver looks, actually. Silver seemed to be so good. And Steel is a bit darker onto the bluish side, while Platinum is that pure silver platinum, as you can guess by the name. And it's really nice. The mattes here are as usual. This is a typical GlossGods formula, and I don't have anything bad to say about them, just that you have to take into consideration that they can be blended into nothing. So you may need some base to place them on, or you need to pack them first and then blend. If you need like a very harsh, not harsh, but very much of a pigment, if you want to make something really pigmented, then you need a packing brush, a flat brush, something, and then only blend slightly, because they are very blendable. And because of this, blendability. Sometimes they don't leave anything behind, but you can definitely work with that. You can make things normal and stuff like that. I have only tart shape tape on my eyelids, and this leads to, unfortunately, creasing. And it creases into the inner parts of my eye, as you also probably see here. It's not as critical right now, but it happens, and for that you need to have an actual base that holds. So Wet n Wild photo focus, or not photo focus, Wet n Wild base, Urban Decay, something that it really holds up. That would be great. And I knew about that, so it's nothing new for me. It's not a new information. I am aware from the previous review of the first on Jupiter, I think, and it was like that. So silver, I think, is really similar to the one in Jupiter palette, maybe a slight difference in tone, but steel one is really cool. I think I like this one the most. And then maybe just a bit of platinum into the inner corners, and it's looking so good. Then that's so far it. For my eyeliner today, I used Black Black by MAC, and then on top of that I used Drudy Doll liner in Skinny. So Skinny liquid eyeliner. It's one of the eyeliners that I bought. The other one that I got is Ash gray, something like that. So this one is called Slim liquid eyeliner. So Skinny is a bit bigger. Actually, this is a skinny brush, and the slim one is even smaller. So this one is really tiny, and I love it because it doesn't smudge. So it doesn't run, it doesn't smudge. You let it dry for a bit, and then nothing happens to it. Even with the cleansing balm, I had a bit of trouble to take it off. So it's really, really, really durable. As you can see, I'm really getting through all of that. And it's no budging. This is awesome. I can definitely recommend the Drudy Doll in black gray. The other formulas in brown and black are a bit different. A bit, not too much. Let me just get the brown and get the black. So, as you can see, so this one is lightest of them all, and with my natural eye color it looks pretty good as a gray one. These ones, yeah, if you apply a bit more it can smudge. I don't know what the formula difference is, but these ones actually get removed, but the gray one stays. Magic. So that is for the eye part, and I think I don't really have anything to say right now about more of an eyeshadow. But what do we have on the face? So I mixed Bobbi Brown with House Labs. I'm trying to finish up the Bobbi Brown for now, and it seemed to work fine. Then I have Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. The highlighter is nothing special. It does give like a wet effect, so it's a nice luxury type highlighter, but I'm not a big fan of it. It's also yellow undertone, but this bronzer is really nice. It's just right. I enjoy it a lot, and I have a second kind of in a different palette. So this one is really good. Then I have Kaleida's Hot Shot on my cheeks as blush. It looks like this, but it doesn't transfer the same way onto my skin undertone. But I really enjoy this color. It's like peach something. Really nice. I also like to pair cool tones like a gray, steel, something with peach colors or nude colors, because this is just how I see the world. Then I have How Many Carats Fenty Beauty as highlighter, something neutral, something silverish white that will match this look. So I think it went really cool. Then BFF by Colourpop on the lips as an outline for everything. And on top of that, I applied the Smitten by GlossGods. This is a lip oil. It smells like peach, and I really enjoy how it feels on the lips as well. And you can see that it's really glossy, really nice. So this product is definitely something that is enjoyable and that you can take, especially in a bundle. I think bundle for Molten Metals was like 50 euros total for 5 items or something like that. So it was quite a deal. I'm not sure if they're still available. I think they're moving warehouses and now they have a sale. I'm not sure what's left in there anymore. Yeah, so that is what I have. This is what I brought you today. Also, I'm doing a giveaway in my Instagram. All of this stuff that you see here, you probably don't see much because my face is in the way, but this is Ofra, NYX, Root Cosmetics, Colourpop, some Korean stuff, Purito, yeah, Fwee, all of that can be yours. I am trying to get to 3,000 followers in Instagram. And when I reach that, if the people will be enjoying the giveaway post, then this all goes to somebody. So participate in there. In the meantime, I think I'm done for today, and that was really a pleasure. I really, really like how I look right now, and unfortunately this has to go. So see you in the next one. For you in a moment. So it is Tuesday around 10:30 in the evening and I'm again here. I have tons of things to do, to be honest, and I just don't want to do any of them. So I'm gonna procrastinate with doing some makeup. And we will start with the shade Brushed. And I'm going into the Halo Eye today. So I'm using small brushes mostly, and I'm packing specifically to the eye area, to outline the eyeball, the shade Brushed. It's nice brown. And then I'm gonna be blending it with a shade Matte. It has a slight green tint, but it's not as orange as Antiqued, so I'm gonna use that. And I think something similar was in the First Gallon Jupiter palette. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I think at least. And I maybe will compare something, but I'm not sure if I will. So Matte is the second one, then I'm blending things together because they just need it. And with the empty brush, we can pretty much blend the outer edges to nothing, or to a nice shade, to a nice half shade even, because it's going into skin quite nicely, and I like the outline of the eye that is still left there, and I guess it kind of looks nice. So then I'm going into the shade Bronze. It's nice, cool toned chocolate for some reason, even though bronze I think is not that usually, but that's what we're dealing with. And I'm setting it onto the outer edges where I applied the brown brushed shade. So bronze is sparkling only when the light hits it. You have to take it into consideration, and you can definitely make it more metallic looking. But in the center I'm gonna set the shade Brass, first with a silicone brush and just dragging it around into the other shade. I also want to put it under the eyebrow so that it's nice and golden. I think it will look amazing in there. And to make it more metallic, you can either apply it to the glitter glue, or you can apply it with a finger. That also allows things to be more metallic and overall nice. Don't forget the lower lid, because it's an important part of the makeup too. I think from this point we're only missing some liner, and I feel like it should be brown to match the overall vibe. And after that I will come back with the finished face. This is the look I came up with, and I'm pretty happy with it. Both of the shades are on the not so warm tone, I would say. They are kind of neutral. The Brass is really, really sparkly. You can apply it as little sparkles, you can apply it as a completely metallic everything, so that's a versatility. And on the Wet n Wild base, it doesn't want to run away anywhere, so no creasing, no anything. Amazing. I've been filming the other eye and overall photos and things for more than an hour, and I think it looks great. I think everything holds up really nicely, and I'm happy with that. Then mattes are good. They are blendable, they can be packed, they can be blended to nothing. Overall, I don't have anything bad to say about mattes and GlossGods palettes in general. The only thing probably is that I feel like I have similar shades in my First Gallon Jupiter. So something just gives me the same kind of vibe. I'm not sure if the shades are exact, probably not, but it's just like this feeling doesn't want to leave me. I don't know why. So I'm a bit confused in that regards, but bronze and brass are really cool, and they are not too warm, not overpowering warm at least, and they are looking pretty good in my opinion. That's the state for now for the eyeshadow. Then what else do I have on my face? Today I mixed MAC Studio with Bobbi Brown. And I have to say that MAC Studio as a mixer I kind of like more than House Labs. It's 28 euros for 120 milliliters. It's a big boy that will hold longer, and it kind of looks better. I don't know why, but on my skin, maybe because I am so dry and I just need that, and it looks good. It looks really good. Like on camera it looks almost flawless, and in person it looks really nice as well. So I cannot complain about anything in that regard. So far so good. What else do I have? Done some Irix, fair one as usual. Dim Infusion by Hourglass, because I needed something, and it's a peach tone. I'm not sure if it matches here, but at this point I did not care already enough. Rodeo Drive as my highlighter. This is Ofra. This is Rodeo Drive. Pretty nice as well. I'm enjoying it. My contact lenses today called Dewy Peach Pink by TTDI, and I kind of don't understand what is happening with them. They are lighting up my eyes a bit, but not too much. But at the same time I feel like they are changing the color, altering the color a bit. I cannot explain, I cannot understand. And then I have Limitless Brown as my pencil and Buffiest by MAC as my lipstick. Great combination. I love how it looks. Feels very comfortable. I love the formula of this powder kiss liquid, and I want more. I don't need more, but I want more. That's the situation we're dealing with. But March is no-go. March is no-no. It's a month of my beloved birthdays. So I have two beloved people in my life, and they both have birthday in this month with a difference of 4 days. So I try to make something for them, and that is why I don't have a budget for myself this month. That's life, and that's how I choose things to be. Okay, on this note, I think I will go, and tomorrow we will try copper together. So it's gonna be a bit more ginger, a bit warmer. So we start from cool to neutral to warm, and I think it should look good as well. I will try to find something interesting for the inspiration. I don't copy any inspiration directly. I just try to use it truly as an inspiration for my own look, and I try to make things work for myself. And this is it. See you tomorrow. Today is our last look, and I'm actually behind the schedule a bit with my timing, but it's okay. Things happen. I'm only 10 minutes late for today. So, not critical, not anything problematic. Today we're going into the Sunny Copper shade. I will probably start with the small fluffy brush and the shade Antiqued. I'm gonna set it into the crease, and I'm just damping the brush into the shade and setting it with the same movement into the crease, and start blending around the crease, because I know where exactly it kind of goes, and this defines how the things will be. I am also gonna blend it on the lower lid, kind of outlining the lower lid. You see that a lot in the Korean type makeup looks, and I want to give it somewhat same look, so I'm gonna do that. Then I'm taking the shade Brushed. I think it will look good, and it can darken up the area a bit. With the brushed on a small brush, funny. I'm doing the same but by the lower edge of this blend, and this will be the darkening in such a scenario. Not going to be too much, just enough for it to be visible on the eye. And the same shade goes onto the lower lid, outlining the lower lid. Then I think I will take a bit of shade Satin and blend the top layer with it. Just the very top of my blending on the upper lid in the crease, and a bit at the bottom. Just to keep, you know, the overall idea in here. And then I'm gonna take my silicone brush and the shade Copper. It's a nice warm, it's not exactly copper, I think it has a lot more gold in it than copper should, but yeah, it's so sunny, so pretty, and I'm gonna place it all over where the moving lid is. That is the idea. And I'm also going to outline the bottom lid the same way. We are kind of creating the golden leaf out of the eye with a bit of a dimension under it. Funny effect, but I decided that it's kind of good looking, so this is what it's gonna be. I'm using a small brush to do that and just going over everything. And that will be the main work. I think I will add a black liner in the same way, outlining the whole eye, and then we can be ready. I will be back when my look will be completed. This is the look I ended up with, and I feel like copper is supposed to have a bit more redness in it. So this one is more like a gold copper mix to me. Maybe you can say that it's copper, maybe I'm just wrong about that, but this still looks nice. And I think it's the only one shade that doesn't have like super sparkles in it, and it's just smooth metallic shade. It's funny to see how the light bounces off the texture, that it's actually really smooth and really nice looking. On something sticky, like on the glitter glue, on the glitter base, I think it will look incredible, almost like chrome but colored. And you can match your nails to your eyes, or eyes to your nails. If you're doing some chrome metal nails in different colors, I think that would be kind of fun. I don't know what happened to focus, but here we are. For mattes, I think nothing special, nothing bad, nothing extremely good either. They are just working, and they are nudes. So they are 5 nude shades. They're not overly warm. They are blending nicely. So I guess I'm just happy overall with that. Nothing more to say about them. On my current base, which is Wet n Wild, I don't experience any creasing so far. But to be fair, it's also been only 1 hour or something since I did this look. And if it's creasing in 1 hour, everything is really bad. By the end of the day, I think it may crease into the small lines in here, but usually this is not a problem to me. I just wipe it with the finger slightly and all good. Like, to me, it's not the hugest problem, I would say. But sometimes they are horribly going into the creases, and this is not nice. So for now, I think I'm pretty happy, and I'm happy with this look. Sorry for the creepy lenses. I just need to film this stuff out. And this are called Nebula Grey, also by TTDI. And I think I'm either in cyberpunk or some specific vampire in this look. But yeah, that's so far it. What else do I have on my face? I mixed MAC with Bobbi Brown again. I really like how the surface looks, how it sits on the face. So it's really like hitting the spot for me. Then I have Ember, Cheeks Out. Almost nothing seen, to be honest, but it's kind of there. I have Rosé in Brunch as my blush, applied with sponge. It's important. Then I have the Balm Merry Luminizer as my highlighter. 9 grams. The Balm wasn't kidding with their products, and this one is like in a good, really good condition. Still, I'm using it. You can see that there is a small bump in there already, but still going strong. On my lips today, we have 951 by Colourpop. I applied it all over and then blotted with a paper. And on top of that, I applied the shade Smirk, which is a lip oil, but the same by the same brand, GlossGods. And it's slightly pink in that direction, coral maybe a bit, but mostly pink. And this is what I have. I don't like that you don't get any info about like how many grams is in this bottle or anything. You just have a shade name, and that's pretty much it. And on the packaging you don't see the shade but see the other information, so it's like very generic. It's not made for a specific product. I think it's just generic information, generic box. And I think that's pretty much it. That's all I have on my face. That's all I have to say for now. I will come back to you tomorrow with final thoughts and maybe some other look. I feel like 4th look to like cement the feelings will be good. So I will see you in a moment after a whole day for me. This is my final look with the palette, and I kind of repeated what I did in the first one in terms of the shiny shades, but I used all of the mattes to create a smoky eye look first, to understand how they work together, if they're blendable, what is happening with them. And I have to say that they are pretty good. They are quite soft, they are blendable. You can apply them in the more pigmented way, you can apply them in the less pigmented way, you can blend them, they blend together, they blend out. So overall, to the mattes, I have nothing to say. They are pretty good, they are doing what they're supposed to do. And this palette by mattes is also very basic, very nice. It has a lightest shade, it has a darkest shade. You can create the brown smoky eyes, you can create the black smoky eyes, you can create all of the types of things. If you like a generic outer edge darkening, that also is possible here. Maybe I'm missing some middle shade, or maybe I want to switch these two in places, but I think I'm missing something in between them. Not so dark, not so light, you know, maybe something. For the shiny shades, they are slightly crumbly. This is a thing in GlossGods palettes. They are mostly, you mostly will be able to apply them both as the light pixie shimmer dust or as the truly metallic surface. So right now I have application of both actually, and the very light one is around the eye, while the most concentrated, like metallic, truly metallic looking, is on the eyes. I love it. I love the steel shade, I love the platinum shade, I love the brass. Bronze and copper probably a bit outsider for me. The copper is the least loved because it's much more orange that I like. But on the proper base, like a Wet n Wild base, they are staying nicely. They are not going anywhere, and I'm just generally enjoying working with them. This is not something with special effects. You should not expect something out of this world, but it's a nice basic palette with a bit of metal to it. So it fully works for what it is in the name, and I am here for it. Honestly, in the bundle, this palette is like, what, 20 euros or something? It's pretty good, and I find it generally really good quality. If you need a basic palette with something, this is a good candidate for it. Despite the orange shade, like shade in the center in general, the others are more on the neutral side, so they will fit both warm and cool tones, and it's just good working palette. It's like a workhorse of a palette with a bit of metals in it. But that's generally majority of things from GlossGods, and I checked the Jupiter palette and it doesn't have the same shades. So the concept is kind of the same, but it's not the same shades, neither in mattes nor in shimmers. But this metallic look, I really wanted it. I do like it. This very smooth surface that they create is really nice. I have also Lethal Cosmetics metals, and they are more chunky, or I don't know how to properly say that, but they are much more dispersed, so you don't get this smooth, soft surface, except you maybe apply it to the glitter glue, which I'm not doing. At some point the glitter glue was not fully covered and my eye got stuck to itself. It was not nice. So I'm enjoying this. I think it's good, especially for the price in the bundle. In the bundle you get also both of these. This is Smirk and Smitten, nice lip oils, nice scent. You also get two pigments, I believe, like a loose pigment. One is more beige, one is more white. I don't remember where they are right now, but they are somewhere. And yeah, the bundle was just a nice price for all the items. Plus the Jupiter is back in stock as far as I saw. Mars and Moon also back in stock if you're interested in that. I'm not sure if something's left on sale. They've been moving a warehouse lately, and something was sold like for very cheap price. By the release of this video, I think it might be not already, but I'm not that quick to create the stuff, unfortunately. It took me a week for this one, even though it's like 4 looks only, but real life takes over. That's just about it. Now I want to talk about the packaging. The palette comes in box, which comes in the protective sleeve, and this comes in protective sleeve inside of the box, and then on top of the shiny shades you also get like little circles cut out, so that if the shade is broken, it's not all over the palette, it's just staying inside, which is a nice thing. I think it was a newest addition from them, so it was not like that before. Now it is, and it's kind of cool. If you leave the palette just in the box, then it might be a bit problematic. It will like be loose in there. The packaging itself is quite like, it's sleek, but it's not heavy or anything. It's cardboard packaging, quite simple in my opinion. They also have this metallic letters in the front. Sometimes they do holographic letters. Sometimes the packaging is a bit more different, but it's very simple in my opinion. Then we have all of the ingredients, which is nice. I also like when they are repeated on the box and on the palette itself, so that you can pretty much be sure what's in there. Also, it's 24 months since opening, and it's 1.8 grams, but it says 12 shades, but I don't think it's 12 shades. Or my eyes are lying to me, but this is 10, right? But the packaging says 12. But if it's 1.8 grams, it's quite a lot of product for eyeshadow. Like the highest I saw was around 2 grams. That was Auden's Eye singles. This one 1.8. It's quite a lot. So, but yeah, I don't know why it says 12. It says 12. I'm confused. Why? But okay. Overall, I can recommend this palette if you're into like more basic looks, if you want to be more on the neutral side, if you like the classic makeup schemas, for example, but you also can create something a bit more interesting. Plus, if you add the metal somewhere, so the daily look would be like mattes and maybe a hint. It's like you take a fluffy brush, dip it into the shade you like, and just swipe it like from the inner corner up or by the lower line, like anything. It will look good. It's just very nice daily palette, good for daily use in my opinion. So I'm pretty happy with it, and I like the metals they create. So let's have a look on all of the things that I've created. There are not too many of them, only 4 looks this time. Of course, you can add more, you can create more. There is more variety than what I did. But in scope of the review, I guess that's totally okay. And I'm pretty happy overall. In terms of the pricing, in terms of what you get, I think it's good. Remind you that I bought a bundle. The whole bundle of 5 items was around 50 euros, or maybe a bit more than 50 euros, but yeah, I think the palette was around 20 on the discount. So I'm happy with that. It was really nice, and thank you for staying with me until now, if you are still here. And thank you for watching this video. I really enjoyed filming it. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. If so, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like or a comment or both. That is really appreciated. And next week I think we will have Nomad Cosmetics again. We'll see. But so far that's it, and see you next time. Bye.